Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I'm going to be talking about the first week of July. And this is going to be how the planets are affecting all of us. So what I'm doing here is I'm looking each day where the planets are transiting, but I'm making it relative, mainly from where the moon is, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, and how all the other planets are situated from the moon. This gives us an understanding of what is the feeling going on in the world for everyone, the masses. This is what is happening. So another thing I want you to know, I am talking from Dallas, Texas, so I am using Central Daylight Time. So I'm in the Central Time Zone. So adjust your clocks for wherever you are. And let me know where you are in the comments. It's so interesting to see where everyone is following from around the world. Now, one thing I want you to understand is this is where the planets are in the heavens moving. But if you want to better understand how this affects you personally in accordance to your birth chart, you're going to want to get my Galactic Planner. Go to galacticplanner.com. Let's get going. Let's talk about the first week of July. So I am looking at July 1st, and this is a Wednesday. And this day, we still have this magnificent Saraswati Yoga, where we have Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus all together, completely by themselves in Cancer. This is exceptional because this is beauty. This is Saraswati. Remember, in Indian mythology, is the goddess of learning, education, beauty, the arts, and that's the beautiful thing that's going on in the sky. This is such a positive day. Now, the moon sits in Capricorn today, and it is in the nakshatra Uttara Ashada. This nakshatra deals with truth and fact-finding, and it is just an amazing nakshatra because it has this purity, this stainless ability to find truth, and it is approaching Pluto, so it's pretty intense. But what's beautiful about this moon and this day, I mean, Pluto just makes it more transformative, right? Is that the moon is opposed this Saraswati Yoga. Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus are casting their light onto the moon. This day is incredibly auspicious to use for any event. If you want to launch something, if you want to make a business meeting, if you want to propose anything, especially about relationships. 3 benefics in the 7th house from the moon. This is all about love and marriage and relationships. But let me tell you what else this is. This is actually called an Adi Yoga. And most of you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, but this is whenever the 3 benefics are in the houses signs 6th, 7th, or 8th from the moon. This is one of the most auspicious, meaning positive yogas one can have. And why is that? Because the benefics are shining their light on the moon. Adi Yoga means, and here is another thing that it absolutely means, it deals with leadership and those in power, that they are going to make the correct choices and good things are coming out of leadership, powerful people. And people have to be coming together. This is a profound aspect. I'm telling you, this is beautiful. And even these planets the three benefics being in the sign of Cancer, Jupiter is like right there at its point of exaltation, the highest point. 6 degrees, 5 degrees is its most powerful degree point. But they're in the sign of the moon by being in Cancer. So this is even more powerful and reflective that the moon receives this incredible, powerful energy. Good things are happening at this time. Use this day for any opportunity or things that you want to make happen. This day is exceptional. So now I want to pull this over to the next day on my computer, and now I'm looking at Thursday, July 2nd. And on this day, we still have the moon in Capricorn, but it's moved into the nakshatra called Shravana. And this nakshatra is all powerful because it deals with listening. Its symbol is an ear. But most of all, this nakshatra is even ruled by the moon. So the moon is extraordinarily comfortable here. And we still have all three benefics in the Saraswati Yoga, but 7th from the moon, and Adi Yoga. So Thursday is a spectacular day. Let me tell you the difference between Wednesday and Thursday. So July 1st, Wednesday, that's Mercury's day. Mercury's part of this yoga. Then July 2nd, this is Jupiter's day because it's a Thursday. Jupiter is more empowered. And Jupiter is actually surrounded by the other two benefics. It's sandwiched in, which is spectacular. Oh my gosh, I think this is the best day. Probably this is even a better day than Wednesday, the 1st. Things are so congruent. Things are happening. The Adi Yoga, powerful people are making choices that can bring peace and prosperity to the world. That's what this is all about. This is definitely prosperous. Now we have the moon where it's right smack dab in the middle of Capricorn. So it's moved away a little bit from Pluto. And it is coming up to exactly oppose Venus on this day. Magnificent day for getting things done. Let me go to Friday. Friday, this is July 3rd. We still have the moon in Capricorn, but later on in the day, it's going to shift into Aquarius. As a matter of fact, let me see. It will move into Aquarius by around 3 p.m. Central Time Zone. But it will be in the nakshatra Dhanishta all day. And Dhanishta is the nakshatra that deals with timing. It also deals with rhythm and timing. But it's actually a nakshatra that says the richest one. So Dhanishta deals with wealth and with these planets opposing the moon all the way till about 3 p.m. We have still the Adi Yoga. And around the time I'm looking at, which is around 1 p.m., Venus is exactly opposed the moon. These 3 days, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, are amazing. And this day would be superior for relationships, proposing. I don't know about marriage, but only because Dhanishta is not a nakshatra for marriage, but these benefics shining their energy, especially Venus, exactly oppose the moon. It is a great day for dating, falling in love, possibly getting engaged. I'd wait till we have the moon in a better nakshatra. But Dhanishta is fabulous for money. So this day's all about escalating of wealth, stock market, all 3 days. They're spectacular for anything to do with wealth, money, the stock market even. You'll see it's got to be coming along strongly during this time. Now let's go to July 4th. Oh my goodness. This is the July 4th is the United States of America's birthday. This is Independence Day. And the birthday here is 250 years old. This is a spectacular day for celebrations, but there's an aspect that I think reflects many unexpected events that could occur on this day. Because aside from where the moon is, and the moon does cross over Rahu, by the way, today, this is Saturday, July 4th. The moon happens to go in Aquarius, but it's in the nakshatra called Shatabhishak. This nakshatra is ruled by Rahu. It is intense. It is not an easy nakshatra. And I have to say this, it's with the moon Rahu, intense. This can be a very emotional day. And I want to say this nakshatra can deal with flight travel, air travel, so things will go haywire, things will not go as planned. But the worst conjunction today is Mars conjunct Uranus, which means sudden, unexpected events. And yes, Mars can be violence and Uranus is unexpected. So this day, of course, there's a huge celebration going on in Washington, D.C. I think there's going to be some angry protesters or people that try to spoil the celebration. And another thing is, Venus is now entered into Leo. The Saraswati Yoga is broken, and Venus is approaching Ketu. It's like everything changes on this day, from all this peace and glory and excitement to all of a sudden on this day, there's a big change. And don't forget, all of this time that I'm talking about, Mercury is retrograde. And Mercury went retrograde on the 29th of June, but it's going to be retrograde all the way till around the 23rd of July. So things are not going as planned. There's some difficulty in this day. Now I'm looking at Sunday, July 5th. And on this particular day, the moon is still in Aquarius, but now it's in the nakshatra called Purva Bhadrapada. And this nakshatra does deal with, well, it deals with things that don't appear as they are. But it's also a nakshatra that deals with visions, people being visionaries, and having vision today, pretty much. So be aware of that for today. And the other thing is, with this nakshatra, it is still in Aquarius, and Aquarius it's unsettled. There's a lot of unsettled things going on currently at this time. And Mars is still really close to Uranus. It's starting to separate and move away. And here's what's going on. Well, not quite yet. That'll be the next day. But we're starting to get a heaviness in the air. A heaviness with Saturn aspecting the Sun. And this is like obstacles and things to be overcome. It can deal with problems in leadership and with teachers, but most of all, with leaders, presidents, and kings, rulers of countries. There's some problems that are starting to fill the air at this time. And I want you to know that Venus is opposed the moon, which makes it a little lighter. Okay. Now I'm looking at July 6th. This is a Monday, and the moon will be in Pisces today. And in Pisces, let's see, it is going to be with Neptune. So for the most part, people will not be clear-minded. It's a good day to take off. It's a good day to relax, use your imagination, go to the movies, just let your mind wander, because that's where it's going to be doing for the most part throughout the day. Your mind will wander. And Saturn is exactly squaring the Sun today. So this is heavy. There's a heavy feeling in the air about what's to come. Leaders and could be something that's occurred from July 4th. That's the heaviness in the air. And with Neptune being with the moon, it's kind of like there's unforeseen things going on behind the scenes that we can't see. But the moon and Neptune, but the moon particularly, is in the nakshatra Uttara Bhadrapada, which is a heavy, deep nakshatra. It's ruled by Saturn. And this means the whole tides are changing from the glorious first few days of July and the last part of June, where everything was improving. And now we have some issues. Mercury is retrograde, and it's about to change signs today. It could even change signs before tomorrow. And when it goes into Gemini, things will change a lot. Now I'm going to July 7th. And this is an important day. Well, every day is important to me, but this is a Tuesday. Tuesday is a hectic day. Why? Because it's ruled by Mars, all Tuesdays. But Mercury's gone back into Gemini, and this deals with our communication skills not being so good, because when Mercury's retrograde in Mercury rules signs, people are more absent-minded. There's going to be more problems around travel. There's going to be more problems around all forms of communication, whether it's social media, computers, technology. And when you put that together with air travel, there's going to be some issues. So this is the beginning of Mercury retrograde in Gemini, and you're going to see a lot of issues and problems with technology and travels. Travel plans may go haywire. Be prepared for things to go wrong, such as delays, such as mechanicals, such as weather. Mercury going back into Gemini will start to stir up some storms and weather. So be cautious, be aware. And with the moon today, still in Gemini, by the way, it will conjunct and cross over Saturn, which makes things heavy. People they're just feeling kind of a sadness, I want to say, about what's going on. Now the moon is in the nakshatra called Revati, which is normally a good nakshatra for travels. I just don't like where Mercury's going. So it's not that it's a terrible day for travels, but there may be some issues. But let me remind you, things are going to increasingly get worse with Mercury retrograde. So this is the first week. A lot going on. It goes from a high to kind of a low in 1 week. That's what I've been talking about. The month of July is incredible highs and lows and so many changes. Be aware, this is the most topsy-turvy month I've ever seen, because it goes from high to low to high to low. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. So fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride in July. So stay tuned, and I'm going to get you next week talking about the second week. What can we expect in July? But before I go, I want to remind everyone, sign up for my free newsletter. You'll have all of this information delivered to your email address free. Go to galacticcenter.org. Don't forget to check out my Patreon group. It's a spiritual community that meets every week. It's amazing. And if you have ever thought to study Vedic astrology, I have the answer. My university is the best university school in astrology out there. Check it out, universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.